Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Stacy. Today I'm gonna go over the book Dear Debbie by Freida McFadden, and of course another book haul. First of all, y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Stacy. Like I said, Freida McFadden. This lady is a nut job. That's what I'm gonna start by saying. Freida McFadden books that she writes are unhinged at the very least. This is a domestic thriller. She writes books that are very usual settings in the suburbs or something basic, and it takes you along the journey of a main character. Main character in this one is Debbie, and she's like on the Steve Harvey Morning Show they talk about the strawberry letter, and everybody writes Shirley strawberry letters and it gives advice like a columnist. So that's what Debbie is doing. She is like a column writer, and she gives you advice, and the lady's crazy. She's thrown off. So this book, I read the paperback version of this book. Why am I reading it? I wanted something fun and I wanted a thriller. There's something light, and I haven't read Freida McFadden book in a while because I read all of them except for like the newest ones that came out, like The Divorce, and I'm saving this one to read next. I want to read Never Lie by her, and I know it's gonna be good. They pretty middle of the road, basic popcorn thriller, and you want to know who done it or who is morally right and wrong, and take a side, and just it's twisty. You got a lot of twists and turns in her books. This book came out 2026. I read this book July 18th through July 21st. So it's like 2 or 3 days to read this book. Would I read it again? No. Would I read anything else by her? Yes. Like I said, I'm gonna read Never Lie by her, and it's a physical one. And then if I do see The Divorce, she has coming out. No, it's out. I saw it, but I didn't get it. And she has The Witch. I'm gonna read those books by her as well. Now, would I recommend this book? Yes. It is a non-serious thriller. They do have serious topics, so look at the triggers as far as injuries, violence. There's a sexual assault trigger. Just look those trigger warnings up. Emotions and thoughts. I thought this was random. It was crazy. It was funny. It was unpredictable in a way that you're just like, girl, how'd you come up with that? That don't make no sense, but it still was good. So that's just how she writes to me. She makes you not trust anybody in the story. So anybody can do it. Anybody could get it type situation. So that is Freida McFadden. I love her dark humor. I love how she is just like I like how her brain works whenever she's writing these stories, and she ties it together some kind of way. I'm like, there's no way she came up with that story by herself. So, and she usually does it in under 300 pages. This was 315 pages. It was a little bit slow to start, but once you get to page 100 in every one of her books, she puts on the gas. Like, she don't hold back. So that's another thing I like about her books. And they're simple, mindless, and you're like, what the heck did I just read? And then you want to read something else by her. She just grabs your attention. Writing style, I say a 5 out of 5 for me because it's very simple. Readability, 5 out of 5, easy to read. You got to pay attention to her twist though, because she will play in your face with her twist in her books. Writing, I say relatability. I don't think it was that relatable, but I guess it could be if you're a mom, teenagers, husband, work life, all these different things that goes on in real life, like domestic wise. It is relatable. Personal impact, 1 out of 5. Girl, I was not personally impacted by this book at all. Originality, I'll say this book was like a 4 out of 5. 5 out of 5, because I ain't never read nothing like this before. Of course, I read a thriller, so I say not this one. So kind of original. The plot was crazy. I give it 3 out of 5 because it was too crazy. Overall, Freida McFadden to me is an auto buy. I like her books. I like her quirkiness. I like how weird her storylines get. And I don't have any favorite quotes. It had 1 out of 5 spice, so no smut scenes or anything like that. I would definitely recommend this to a friend, and overall I gave this book a 4 out of 5. So that is it with this Freida McFadden book. I did finish up, let me see, my next book. if y'all haven't noticed, your girl got a new bookshelf, a proper bookshelf. And I cannot wait to read The Rose Bargain. And y'all see my roses? Look how pretty it matches the book. Yeah. So I've been having that right there, and I've just been enjoying my flowers. And they're starting to bud too. Like, I'm going to see if I can keep this thing going. And where wildflowers grow, he said you put Sprite, water, and what he put in there? Sprite, water.
I'm waiting, old man.
Something else. Was it Sprite and water? A little bit of bleach, like some drops of bleach to kill the bacteria in your water. And that's going to help the flowers last longer and not have any like bacteria or fungus growing into the flowers. So I did that little concoction. And I'm just going to see how long I can keep my flowers going before I cut the heads off and if more flowers will bloom out. So that's my little project. Now up next, I'll give y'all my little mini haul. This is my TJ Maxx because y'all know I go there almost every week on a Tuesday or Wednesday. And I got That's Not My Name. Wait a minute. I'm skipping something.
Wait a minute.
I forgot to do something. I forgot to give y'all the synopsis on the back of this. So Debbie Millen is losing it. For years, she has compiled all of her best advice into a column, Dear Debbie, where the wives of New England come for sympathy and neighborly advice. Though, through her work, Debbie has heard from countless women who are ignored, belittled, and even abused by their husbands. And Debbie does the best to guide them in the right direction, or at least she did. These days, Debbie's life seems to be spiraling out of control. She just lost her job. Something strange is happening with her teenage daughters, and her husband is keeping secrets. According to the tracking app she installed on his phone, she's done being the bigger person. She's done being reasonable and practical. It's time to take her own advice, and now it's time for payback against all the people in her life who deserves it most. This is a #1 New York Times bestseller international novel by Freida McFadden. So that is it. Officially, that's it with this Freida McFadden book. Pick it up, y'all. I got this book from, I think, Marshall's or TJ Maxx, between the two, for like maybe $6 or $9. And it was discounted very well. Moving on. So I went to TJ Maxx, my weekly little run, and I got this book, $5. That's Not My Name. And I seen this book is highly rated on, like, I seen influencers talk about this book, and I've been on a radar to get it whenever I saw it. And it was a mistake to trust him. So a teenager wakes up on the side of dirt road with no memory of how she got there or who she is. The police don't know where she came from until a frantic man arrives at the station. He's been searching for her for hours. He has her school ID, her birth certificate, and even a family photo. Is he her father? Her name is Mary, or he says. So that's not my name. And she thought she had her life back. She was wrong. So this book was slightly damaged, and they did give it to me for a discount price for $5. I'm not mad. I could read a damaged book. I'm going to give it away. This book, 2026 book, and it's normally $29 if you were to go to Barnes & Noble, right in the same shopping center. And that's why I'm like, my Barnes is like right next to Home Goods, which is right next to TJ Maxx. Why would I go to Barnes and buy full price if they got the same books at my TJ Maxx that come out every week? This is 2026, and it is called Summer State of Mind. And this book is highly rated as well. Did I read the synopsis? No, it is the Queen of the Beach Reads. That's why I got it, because I was like, this is a pretty cover, Queen of Beach Reads. Look at the little doggy. And let me give y'all a little bit of it. A little taste of this book. It says, after the worst day in her professional life, burnt out NICU nurse, I guess NICU nurse, Daisy Stevens runs to Cape Carolina, North Carolina, looking for a new life. On her first day at her simple job, high school baseball coach Madison discovers an abandoned baby. sending ripples through the entire tight-knit town. So, interesting little find. And then I have this Oprah's Book Club pick. And this one came out, it's my first time seeing it, TJ Maxx. I think this came out 2025. Let me see. It was her pick in, 2025. And it's a Willie Lamb, The River is Waiting. And Oprah, she always picks a book that is wild and crazy. And I get her books just because that logo's on there, but I know it's going to be a time. And I don't know, hers, they're pretty good. They always have something interesting going on. And it says Corbel LeBetter is struggling. Through fatherhood, the loss of a job, and growing secret addictions have thrown his marriage to the beloved Emily into a tailspin. And that's before he causes a tragedy that tears the family apart. Sentenced to prison. I'm going to stop right there. Because Oprah's sending somebody to jail. They got a tragedy. They got stuff on page 1, Unhinged. She is wild with her picking. So I know this is going to be an interesting read. That's going into my new bookshelf area. Now, y'all, let me see where I'm at. How much time y'all got? Let's see if I can So y'all know how when you do I'm just gonna say it. So when you go to Book Outlet for the $5.99 sale and you get those books, they send you a coupon for $5 or $10 off of the $50. So I went down that rabbit hill of using my I had 3 coupons. I only used 2 of them and got Book Outlets, 2 books. This one just came today. 2 boxes of books, y'all. Let's see what I got. I ain't even open them. I don't remember what I got, but let's go. Let's see. I did not get anything at that new one they had. It's like buy $35 worth of books and get a free book. I didn't participate in that because I want to do the penny per page sale at 2nd and Charles in August. So these are books that I got from Book Outlet. I got 2 separate orders because I want to get free shipping and I want to use my $10 coupon. So why not? Let's start with this one. The Last American Heiresses. This book, it is a dazzling novel that draws readers into an ultimate glamorous life of legendary heiresses Doris Duke and Barbara Houghton. The public rival that defined them. Secret bonds, all of the things, Such Good Friends. Oh, she's the author of Such Good Friends. So this one was one of the books that I got from Book Outlet. Y'all, my bookshelf gonna be full already. This one, The 13th Child. This is a Erin Craig's novel. This was one of the ones that I saw at BookCon and everybody lined up to get signed and stuff. And I recently just got her book from the book retreat called Small Favors. So these are my Erin Craig books. Let me see. This one looks like it's a Christmas time book, and this is The Most Wonderful Time, and this is by Jane Allen, and I'm saving this one for Christmas for sure. This one, The Seamstress of New Orleans. I don't know why I haven't read this book, but I've seen it and I was like, I need to get this book. All these books, my total was like $40, I think, at most. I saw Tia Williams. This was her favorite book that she's read. So I had to get this one, and it is called The Caribbean Heiress in Paris. And this is a series. It's book 1. And this is given like Bridgerton a little bit, but I don't know. Santo Domingo, 300 caskets of rums. It's just like, sounds like it's gonna be a good time. This one, Stacy Fizz. So this one, Nothing Less Than Magic. Just 1 year ago, Chelsea Knight was living the world she'd always wanted. Marriage to the perfect guy and a thriving career in a gorgeous condo overlooking San Francisco Bay. Out of nowhere, her husband, Austin, he left her. Okay. They got a lot going on in that one. He Less Than Magic. Okay, this one. So Vanessa Jarrett, she got a man. So girl, get your man, of course. And this is gonna go with my other books that I have with that pretty cover like this one as well. Y'all can see it. And once I'm tapped in, let me see. It's like this type of cover. Once I'm tapped in, I'm gonna read those books together. LaQuaith, I think that's her name. I gotta scan all those books in before I put them on my shelf. This one was a Greek mythology book, and it looked pretty cool. And y'all know how I felt about Song of Achilles, but I'm not against reading any Greek mythology. And we're gonna see. Matter. Now this is my last little book haul for a while from Book Outlet. I keep saying that, but I had to get book 2. The Witching Moon Manor, and this is book 2 to the Tea Room. Let me see if I can pull it up. To this one, and her name is Stacy as well. So me being weird, I had to get them because the author name was Stacy. It was a cute cover. This one, I read her book before, and she did Love Requires Chocolate, and this is her second book that she's written, and I enjoy that book. And this is called Love in 280 Characters or Less, and it's a YA novel, so we'll see. The other Lata, and this one is somewhere in New York City. Lata Murphy knows there is another person with her name living a much more interesting life. So this is a page turner, examining the class in wealth and privilege. So we're gonna see how this person is. I like it. The Loyal Wife by B. Love. We're gonna see emotional charged psychological thriller that leaves fans breathless as they bear witness to the lengths of the wife will go to honor her vows. Halloween book, Witch You Would. When young witch gets a life-changing chance to compete in a magical reality show, sparks will fly as she partners with a man she can't stand. I love the reality show. I love a reality show in a book. The Fangirl Project. So this is the best-selling author of Kissing Booth by Beth Rickles. I didn't read that, and she also has Love and Lattes and the other little cute little reads. This is a new romantic comedy. So she moves to new school, and so this is like YA. It looks like platonic to romantic, so friends to lovers. Yeah, platonic to romantic means friends to lovers. This one, y'all know I have the thing for my girl Erin Sterling. I love the Ex-Hex, the Kiss and Curse, and this is the Wedding Witch by Erin. I think this is the last one in that little trilogy that she wrote, and they all paperbacks for like the fall. So I like how this story is going. Last but not least, Summer of Christmas. So this one I wanted to read July 25th because that's like Christmas in July to me. She's still wanting her love story, and this is Ivy Green reaches an opportunity of a lifetime when her screenplay based on her first love, her high school sweetheart who broke up with her 5 years ago, days before Christmas. It chosen to be made into a movie. She can't wait to get, so this is like a second chance romance type situation because she wrote about her past, and it's in the middle of the summer, but the production crew, they want to write Winter Wonderland and jokes into a local chance to join the movie. So we'll see. Summer of Christmases. So that is it with my book haul from Book Outlet. Let me know when y'all get tired of them. You know, I like having options to read, but sometimes I do get overwhelmed with all the books. And I just take a seat back and just see which ones are worth reading. And I like reading fluff, but we all have our guilty pleasures, and mine it happened to be books. I don't drink coffee. I don't have no children. And I barely eat out. So this is my vice. I don't smoke cigarettes either. And alcohol. I barely drink. So this is my outlet. Book outlet haul. Yeah. Let me see this last one. I don't know if I can pick up this whole haul. I always try to pick them up. And I got that TJ Maxx. These TJ Maxx books too. These 3 are the TJ Maxx books. Let's see if I can pick them up. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching and spending time with me while I go through all these little books. And my reward on my 500 people that subscribe to me coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.